just for
I
you.
love it. I love it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, about to come on, about 30 minutes ago. I went on. I thought, wait a minute, I'd be able to pull something together quick here.
And you did.
I did.
And you did. That was fabulous.
I love it.
Fabulous.
I
And
love it.
yeah, we know it's not you. We know it's just the one person in the administration. We love our American friends, and
Oh
we're going through this with you.
yeah,
And, yeah.
right. And but I think you would hurt a little bit too. Canada is jeopardizing their comfort as well. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, we certainly are, in that we're part of this tariff talk and whatnot, which is it is so ridiculous. It's the bully coming in the schoolyard saying, "Yeah, give me your lunch money, or I'm going to beat you up after school."
I know it's so
And
it's
yeah, yeah,
stupid.
and most of the kids in the schoolyard said, "Bring it.
Yeah.
What time? Let
Yeah.
Yeah, let's meet." So the bully backs off, and then waits a few days and comes back and says, "Yeah, I'm going to beat you up and take your lunch money.
Yeah.
Bring it." So yeah, he doesn't really appreciate that we're not going to bend the knee. We're not going to bend
Right.
over.
I've
You
I've
know what?
seen I've seen videos saying
Yes.
the nicest people on the planet just stood up at once.
Yes.
And we're taking note. It's like
Yeah.
Canada is, and the rest of the world in Europe too, are
Yeah.
giving us uh, teaching us what to do. And I did see
Yes.
Taro Stash come in. Hi, Gerald.
Hey,
Good to see
Gerald.
you.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at all
House
the people
parties
in
have
here.
joined us. Yay.
Yay,
Thank
yay,
you. Thank
yay. And
you.
I saw Sherry. Are you working? Yeah, working,
Sherry's
lurking.
lurking. Yes.
Okay, who was the first one on? It looks like Kim B gets the cookie today.
Yay.
Yeah, she does.
Hello,
She
Ellie.
says, I get the cookie. You bet.
Yes. You bet.
And Donna Marie is here. Yay. Bora Bora is here. Donna Marie again. Karen, long time no look at. That's great. Oh,
Yes.
SR, you're here too. Thank you. Dawn,
Thank
happy
you.
to have you. Anita
Yep.
K, thank you for being a member. No,
Yes.
oh, you're a member on these little symbols are off to the right. You're a member of Marina's
That's
channel.
all right.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. And
Yes.
Witchy Garden, we
Yeah.
mentioned Sherry, Sunflower, Down Under,
Oh,
uh,
thank
our
you for
sweet,
being here.
yeah, Bunny
Care
Young.
Bear. Or Care Bear Bard. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Christine, all the way in the East Coast, Witchy Gardens,
No.
Care Bear. I hope I'm not. Oh, Mary, I don't want to miss anybody because everyone.
No. Yeah.
Heart and Soul Connected came in. Hello, hello. This is great, Laura Hammond Davis. And I see your question, SR. I'll go ahead and star it. And thank you for writing all your questions in capital letters. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Coyote Rosenbaum, 91.
Oh, Linda. Yeah. Sue
And
Toffee.
oh my gosh, look at all the Laura Davis, Sue Toffee, right on. This is great. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And if you could subscribe, I'm like teetering. I'm teetering like I think it's 2,800 or something like that, but it goes down and goes up, goes down.
Yes.
Like I'd
Yes.
win 3, lose 2. People subscribe, and sometimes the algorithm kicks them off. Sometimes you clean out your subscriptions, and it either doesn't matter. Penny and Eric is here.
Yes,
Edward, Kenneth,
absolutely.
Donna
And
Marie.
Edward Kenneth. Yes. So, yeah, absolutely, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, right? You just hit one little button and that's it, right? So what it does is it moves the algorithm along so that it helps us get our message out to people who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know who Deborah and Marina are.
Right.
Scary, I know, but some people don't know. So
So,
when
right.
you do
Yeah,
that,
I know.
yeah,
It's just a shame they don't know us. Let's
I
just put it that
know,
way.
I know, we're
The
good
minute
people.
we hit, this is what I've discovered. The minute we hit go live, the algorithm in on YouTube will cast us wide. So all of our
Yes,
subscribers get, but there's a lot of other
yes,
people that would have it too. Oh,
yes,
Christine, thank you so much. Yes, you're the first
yes,
one for sure.
yes. Lovely. Thank you, Christine.
Already subscribed. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so
And I
nice.
had, yeah, the notice too on my channel, I guess went out kind of at the last minute, and that was I I was hoping that if I didn't stream to my channel, that everyone would come over here to Deborah's channel
Yeah.
and we would do that. And then kind of at the last minute said, ah, okay, yeah, you know what? I'll just tell you what to do. How's that?
Right.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Care Bear says, I just hit 250 subs today. Congratulations. And had
Wow,
1 year
nice.
channel versity last week. Feeling grateful.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. And I will just want to remind everyone, if you haven't already, go over to Arthur Ease Your Mind and send him birthday greetings because today is his birthday.
I gotta write it down because I'll forget by the end of the show.
Yes, absolutely. And tomorrow is my baby's birthday. He turns 43. I know I don't look a day
Don't
over
look,
30.
yeah,
So
yeah,
how
yeah.
is that possible?
How is that possible?
Yeah. And also send out prayers for Mel, the Aloha psychic.
Yes.
He's
How's he
still
doing?
recovering. He's
Did he get
doing
surgery?
better. Sorry,
Did he need surgery?
no. I think that he might be looking at surgery at
Oh,
some point in the future, but for now he is home. He is, and you always recover much better when you're at home than when you're in a hospital, right? Um, so yeah, he said he was very, very grateful for all the healing and positive vibes that were sent to him. So
mhm.
while he is recovering, keep sending, right? Because whatever goes, he will fill his bucket with whatever he needs. Whatever is left over is going to go to others that need it. So yeah, you're
All right.
when you're raising that energy, you're helping people that you may not realize you're helping. So
I'm
yeah.
curious if there's someone here in the chat that
I am.
has had an exciting or an epiphany or something that like a divine intervention. I had just had one the other day, well, a couple months ago, which steered me right. And I'm just curious, has anything happened this week? Because those planets, those doggone planets
Yes.
lining up in a certain way, it has to bring change. And
Yep.
so, and with that, it doesn't mean it's going to be bad change. But when we look at something that on the surface looks bad or disappoints us, then we start kicking the dirt and woe
Yes.
with me. And
Yes.
I get that. I know exactly what that feels like. But
Yes.
then
Absolutely.
if you if you back up far enough, the
Yes.
energies have been big. Really.
Very much so. Very much so. And I'm finding that uh, with the current energies, it's a little easier to manifest things.
Yes. Have you noticed that too?
Yes. Yes. When I took my son out for dinner last night, because it's hard for us to celebrate birthdays during the week. And as we were pulling into the parking lot, it was rather busy. And he was going to turn one way. And I said, no, go this way. There's a spot right by the door. And he kind of looked at me funny, but he knows better than to question mom. So he drives in. Sure enough, fourth from the door, there's a spot. I said, see, there you go.
Oh my God.
Service is going to be great and it's going to be fabulous. And it was.
Yeah.
I mean, everything from our appetizer to our meal to the service was just top notch.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
love
so we
that.
say thank you to to the universe. Yeah.
The tricky part to that, yes, can be at times you need.
Yes.
I've been napping a little more. I love my
Yes.
naps. Um, but the tricky part to having a rush of being able to manifest is that that's like the bad part too, because whatever you're not focused on, or when you're scattered, you're just going to bring more scatter to you. So
Yes.
when you get the first inkling saying, "Ooh, I just said that," and it was here, so
Boom.
then
Yeah.
start really going into whatever fascinates you.
Yes.
That's why we're born. We're born for one reason only, and that's to follow our fascination.
Yes.
So, oh, Linda D. Gonzalez, mwah,
Hey, Linda.
love you.
Yeah. Yes, Kim, it's bad when it hits. Yeah. Um, I have had times where I've gotten a good night's sleep, and I start to do something, and yeah, the little voice inside my head says, "Oh, you can go lay down. Go lay down, just for a little while."
Yeah,
Yeah, and
love that.
that's when certain things, yeah, will come in. The downloads will come in, and that's for a lot of people. That's how we get those uploads, right? Is when we are at rest, when we're not filtering things that are coming in. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
rose blue. Yeah,
I
good.
was just looking at one
Yes.
here, rose blue.
Yeah.
There's a story behind this.
Yes.
Mom's local VA. Mom's there, goes
Yes.
home, lunch, shower, check the
Yeah.
mail. So
Yeah.
blessings, blessings.
Mhm.
Suzanne G just came in.
Hey, Suzanne.
So, yeah, yeah. Stay at 24 hours every few months.
Hmm.
So, thank you for giving us room, America room to be ridiculous. Um, and we are learning from you. We're learning from Europe how to not be as complacent.
Yes.
And it's really wonderful. And I love that we have social media now. We don't have to all get into the streets. I mean, you're doing a project, right? Tell us
Yes.
about that project.
Yeah. Shine Your Light. It happens once a month. And this was something that was gifted to me ultimately by Sherry at Trancing with Spirit. And back in October of last year, um, yeah, she got woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, as she says, by her guides who said, "Okay, here's something that you have to put together that you have to do."
Oh,
And they named it the Shine Your Light event. And the idea is to gather like minded people um, who will concentrate on positivity and shining your light to be a beacon to others. And how you can physically do that is we start the show at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then before the 7 o'clock hour, there is an intention and a prayer that we put out. And then at 7 Eastern Standard Time, we ask you to turn on your porch lights, put a
oh,
lamp in the window, put a candle, like, battery operated,
yeah,
whatever, put it
safely.
in the window and let it stay there overnight. Let that light shine overnight. And then there's different guests that come on. We talk about different things, always with the vein, in trying to keep it positive and light
Yes.
and so on. When we hit 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we repeat the process. And
Wow.
then 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we repeat the process. So that the vision that I have in my mind is, that Canada, the U.S., just boom, 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 lighting up as we go across,
And to
right?
visualize that as you go.
And
That's
to
wonderful.
visualize that. And So yes, that was Sherry approached me with it and said, is this something that you'd like to do with me? And I said, yes, absolutely. So we did the first two or three shows. We did them together. And then she said, okay, Marina, I was told that this is yours. So,
Mm.
you need to take this over and you need to carry on with this. And, once should mention, just at the same time, her house was up for sale. And what they were trying to do was sell the house, get rid of everything that they can, buy an RV, and just travel across the US.
Mm.
So thought, okay, perfect. And so when she said, no, this, you have to take this over, she said, I'll be the roving reporter that, I can show up whenever from wherever and
That's
just kind of talk about that. So that's kind of what it has morphed into. So I see that Shine Your Light event very much as a gift from Spirit.
yeah, awesome.
I accept it. I'm grateful for it. Yeah. And I will work with it until whenever.
Right. I do. There's someone that wrote something here. It was Care Bear again.
Yes.
Yes, I get some of my best downloads while doing dishes, not looking out the window at my kid.
Yes.
So this is a really important point. So
Yes.
what I do when people are overwhelmed with everything is, or if you feel scared or anything, I say just turn on YouTube and follow our community. Someone is on, and you're on a lot. Allie, Terrell,
Yes.
Stash, Gerald is on,
Yes.
and Voices, all of those. So just
Yes.
turn them on, because you'll get informed, but you're not being overwhelmed with negativity. That's
Yes.
the thing. And also about doing dishes and things. So if you want to manifest, do something different. Not, I know you wash your dishes, but do something different at different times. When you brush your teeth, use your non-dominant hand just once in the morning, and that's going to get your mind sparking a little bit. If you find
Yes.
yourself ruminating on something, if you go to the store and start shopping, then you're going to get this information. I guarantee it. But you
Yes.
have to be busy with something else for your mind not to be, have that. I feel your mind sometimes is that those guys, sentries with the armor,
Yes.
saying, no, we're busy back here thinking about stuff. You can't
Yes.
come in. And so that's one of the things. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Kim, wonderful. Thank
I know.
you. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. I
Oh,
really appreciate that. Oh, the people we have here, wonderful.
I know.
We did have a couple of wonderful gifts that I think we should pay attention to, because one
Yes.
was with Christine, and then next will be Kim, but I don't have Kim's question, do I? Oh, no, I don't. So Kim, if you have a question, I'd be happy to start. Would you mind typing it in caps? I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Uh, so I'm going to take Christine first. She
Hmm.
had a question here. Should I go back to mental health therapy to get more stabilization in money? She's a therapist, and I feel like family takes me for granted, not appreciate. I know, boy, we all need that cycle of reward always,
Yes.
and we all have different times we need it. Like when I was working as a hairdresser, my cycle of reward was about an hour. I'm going to do all
Yes.
my work, and then you're going to love it, and then you're going to pay me for that cycle of reward.
Yes.
Some people are like real estate agents. They can go 2 months without that reward.
Yes.
And Christine, I know what you've been going through, and you're not getting that fulfilled at home. And so, yes, anything that gets you outside so others can see your magnificence, I'd say yes. But it's specifically back into giving therapy, I'll go ahead
Yes.
and look into that.
Yeah. And don't forget, you can reward yourself. You can reward yourself every step along the way for being there for someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate yourself as much as you would appreciate others.
Right.
And then, that sense of accomplishment, that sense of reward comes from you. You're not overly dependent on someone else saying good job. You can
Yeah.
say good job to yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're your best cheerleader. So,
Yeah. I do that with ice cream. Just saying.
yes. Shopping.
Little too much lately.
Yeah.
You know what I have here? I'll tell you what I've got here is something very interesting. So I have the reverse magician for you, meaning that you feel like you're being manipulated. And then the tower comes in. This tower energy is like, okay, I've got to change this around because it's not healthy. You're losing. This is the 9 of Pentacles reversed. You're losing your well, it's the same thing. The respect, it can be respect and all of that stuff.
Yes.
You have not been happy. 10 of Cups reversed, not been happy with the family. But guess what happens? Your idea, the Ace of Swords, your idea to do that is perfect. From the Four of Wands or Four of Swords after that, rest after a long battle. I think it will pay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you got though.
Absolutely. Well, interesting. I start off with the Strength card. You are stronger than you realize you are. Don't let others determine your value. You determine your value. You decide what it is that you're going to do. And if you feel pulled to go back into mental health therapy, then absolutely do it, because King of Pentacles, this is a financial reward. It is also your values. You're standing true to what you believe in. And his he knows where he has to concentrate. So right now it kind of it's like seeing two sides of you. So you are strong. You're just letting someone else determine what it is that you should and shouldn't do. Okay. And then I've got the 5 of Cups, the feeling like you need to walk away from something, or the feeling that you've given something up.
Yeah.
And you haven't. This is reclaiming who you are. And then I get the 6 of Pentacles, the reward, right? Be your own reward. Whenever I see the 6 of Pentacles, it always reminds me, each according to his need. So make sure that you put yourself on the list of people who benefit by your generosity and so on. So yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be successful. If that is what you want to do, then yeah, you go ahead and do it. And do it because it feels good to you, not because you think, well, I'm not contributing to the family, or I'm not doing this. Don't be negative. Just go and yeah, follow your own lead. Yeah.
Right.
And I do want to acknowledge Care Bear says, yeah, Bobby Fierro is a friend. And oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I really enjoyed, my my collab with Bobby.
Oh, I don't know, Bobby.
Oh, he's fabulous.
Awesome.
He's fabulous. You'll need to, reach out to him and say, hey, can we do a collab? I'm sure he'll say yes.
Well, I'm going to look in on yours and see
Yes.
what's up. Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. I get so deep into my writing that I don't have anything on, and I get notifications on my phone that someone's on, and I think, oh, I'll tap in a minute, and then I get lost in my stories. So,
no, I get it. And you and Bobby have something in common in that he did hair before he did tarot.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, you know what? It gives you an incredible array of personalities that I would have had to live 1,000 years more and travel the world 3 times to get just the information on human nature from that chair. for 20
Yes,
years. I mean, it's just amazing. So
absolutely.
it was a great, it was a great, something great. Now we have Kim B. Thank you again for the membership.
Yes.
During long periods of sleep due to my autoimmunity disease, am I traveling to another dimension, in particular the galactic realm? And I did check into that because I love these questions. There's like 7 negative astrals and 7 positive. That's a loose definition. I got that from
Mhm.
someone else. Did not get it from my guides. And so I'm just taking it for a while until they tell me different. So the ninth, according to the modality of
Yes.
Barbara Handcloud, Clow, with the 9 dimensions. It's the ninth dimension that you would be going through because that bends time, space. And then I do know, have it on good authority, that the Ashtar Command, the Galactic Council is close to us.
Yes.
They're not always close to us, but they are. And I do believe you are, because of your wisdom, the Queen of Swords. I've got the 9 of Pentacles right after that, telling me that you are getting downloads, whether you know it or not. It doesn't mean, don't put pressure on yourself to figure out what that is. It's like planting a spark that ignites when the time is right. Um, for instance, you will have the answer to a question you never thought of. It will just come
Mhm.
when needed. So it's like that. But you're in pretty good company. Woo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Kim, I'm particularly thinking about um, the um, Cyrus galactic, and I think maybe that's where you might be connected. But yeah, I get the 2 of Cups. This is them working with you and releasing the information that that is going to be useful to you. And it may not always be apparent exactly how it is going to be useful to you, but it is. And they are building on that with the 3 of Pentacles. This is working in unison with them. Um, and maybe that's one of the reasons that sometimes you might feel overtired, even when you have, you've slept for 10 hours. Yes, Kimby. Yeah. Cyrus. Yeah. Um, you're, um, you're not only getting downloads, but you're working with the galactics on the other side in terms of upgrading other people's um, downloads and things. So, you can have a long period of sleep and you wake up and you go, oh, I'm so tired. And that's because, yeah, you've been working. Oh, and she said, I was told that I was connected. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. And one of the things that is happening as you're getting these downloads is the Ace of Cups. Your intuition is getting stronger, stronger and stronger. So when you get those feelings of, um, should you, um, did I really see that? Did I really hear that? And so on. Trust yourself and say, yes, I
Yeah.
did. And say, thank you. Thank you, guys. I got it.
And
The
you
other thing
go
that
ahead.
you do sometimes is if you're feeling overly tired, um, because we're dealing with different entities and different timelines, they don't always appreciate that we in the human form, this human body needs to have certain things, and uninterrupted sleep is one of them in order for us to regenerate. So you are perfectly within your rights to, before you go to bed, say, okay, listen, I understand that I'm working with you on the other side. It is my pleasure to do that. However, please remember that this human body does need to have a certain number of hours of uninterrupted sleep. So I will work with you on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
You could do that.
Yeah, but the other days you have to respect that I need to have more sleep and I need to have that rest. And they will absolutely do that. Absolutely. So
And don't feel pressured that you have to
no,
write a novel
no,
of or a nonfiction book explaining your escapades or what you think you were
yes,
channeled with, because everything's moving so fast. OMG.
yes,
That
yes,
if you had to have that all in your head as a mere human, that would be
yes.
you explode.
Too much,
Mm-hmm.
too much. Yeah.
Includes
Yes,
learning to trust yourself. Yes, absolutely.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's the key. And the more that you trust yourself, the more that the universe will provide opportunities to show you that that trust is not misplaced.
Right,
Right? Yeah.
right. So we are about halfway through the show. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the questions now. And I'm going to share who I have on the list so nobody has to be frantic.
Yes.
So the first, I've got SR next, Donna Marie, Sue Toffee, Emily, Lawrence Bradley. I just talked to Kim, Rose Blue, Suzanne G, Artist Liz, sorry,
Liz?
uh, and Maria Amethyst Salim. Please, I understand that you want your question answered, but don't blow up my chat with please. Did you get my, none of
Yes.
that. As I get that when at work, and so I don't mean to embarrass or anything. I mean it with all due respect, but I just
Yes.
can't handle that. But I do have you on the list, and Witchy Gardens 919 is here. So let's get started with SR question.
All right.
How will looking for a new job go for me? And you want full time?
Mm.
Ooh, I did get the Wheel of Fortune, but that was after the Death card, which is really, really good. So it would be stopping one thing, starting another of good
Yes.
fortune. So I get good stuff.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And I start off with the Nine of Pentacles,
Yay!
which is very, very positive. That's yeah, absolutely. The Nine of Pentacles is all your needs are met. You know, you're financially stable, you're happy, she's in the garden, she's just enjoying kind of the benefit of all the effort that she has put in. I then go to the Knight of Swords. Be very specific in what it is that you want and put it out to the universe as if it has already happened. I am grateful I have a new job in, I don't know, in the tech field. I resonate with that. That is my passion. And I thank the universe for providing that opportunity for me. I'm looking forward to it coming in. And then be ready to take a chance. Be
Yeah.
ready when that offer comes in and they say to you, okay, well, this isn't really the position that you applied for. However, we have this other thing. Be open to looking at things that don't necessarily fit within what you think you should be doing immediately. Look at it. Look at the growth potential, but you do fine.
Yeah, it sounds good. And also look into remote jobs. SR is very bright.
Yeah.
she's bright with I hope you don't mind me sharing this, like with the details. Like
Mm-hmm.
written details. And so she's a catch wherever she's going to land. She's a catch
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I've got, thank you, Donna Marie here. And she says, may I please ask any messages from Spirit? So much happening. Would love some direction. Interesting.
All right.
Direction. You won't believe this.
Yeah.
So the first card out, of course, is the topic, which is emotions. So Spirit wants me to talk about emotions. but all the other cards are reversed. So I have a feeling that you've working the problem too long and too deep, some direction. Right now, it's a time to you are free. I've got the reversed Eight of Swords, so you are free to relax, even though you might feel a little unstable. Four of Wands. You don't, and here's the reversed Knight of Swords. All those ideas, I need ideas, that kind of stuff. But boy, Spirit is saying, please don't push yourself. Take a pause, because life is synchronizing up. You're in your favor, but it's like I have to do something right now, but it's going to be in the next month or so, maybe 2 weeks, that this person's coming in to give you that direction. So I'm not one to give it to you right now, but to rest and do something you enjoy so your mind relaxes, and then that will open up.
Absolutely.
It's all good.
Absolutely. I start with the Queen of Cups, which, it echoes that in terms of self-care. Don't forget to take care of yourself. You are not responsible for fixing the world. You can only do what you can do for yourself at this particular moment. So honor that. Self-care is not selfish. It is very much what we need. And when you start concentrating on that self-care, you'll see that financially, the 10 of Pentacles, things start to come together. They start to kind of gel and work in ways that you hadn't considered. And oddly enough, I too got the Queen of Wands.
So there's going to be plenty of action coming your way. Not now, though.
Yes, absolutely. So just be ready. Take care of yourself now so that you are ready to proceed forward when that happens. Right? You won't be tired. You'll be saying, "Oh yeah, gung ho. I'm absolutely ready for that."
Just play with your doggy, kiss your doggy more.
Yes.
Instead of worrying about it. God bless you. God bless
absolutely.
you. Sue is here, and she says, is my job secure? I'm working hard, but suspect my manager is trying to get rid of me. Been in same company for 5 years. We've got that. And then she says, thank you. Oh, that's uncomfortable.
It is.
I've got to leave the room to sit down. I'll be right back.
That's okay. That's okay. Off you go. And yes, while we're waiting for Deborah, I'll shuffle the cards and see what I can come up for you, Sue Toffee. And I do want to acknowledge that there were a couple people who came in late, and just wanted to say hi to them. So Melissa Sierra, thank you for being here. The questions are closed right now, but you can always come back another time. And the big thing is to come early and get in the queue. And I am Lulu. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy the first time. And yes, unfortunately, we may not be able to get to your questions, but please, by all means, come back. Come back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So
and there's a reason you're here. Maybe that what we answer to someone else can serve you well.
Yeah,
it could be that.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Care Bear. So Sue Toffee, there is something up. I think that you need to follow your intuition on this one. In that, is your job secure? There are people who are looking at your position and sort of coveting that position. What you can do about that is the Knight of Wands. It never hurts to have your resume updated. It never hurts to be on the lookout for other positions that might be more in line with what it is that you're doing, right? Change is always good. After 5 years, you have picked up an awful lot of experience. So, maybe it is time to update that resume and just kind of put it out there. Um, you're the Five of Pentacles. You might see yourself as kind of being on the outside looking in. There is an opportunity for you to change that and say, you know what, I've given as much as I can. Maybe it's time for me to consider um, looking at something else, to consider something that might be more fitting to what it is that I'm doing. I've done a great job. That doesn't mean I need to do this job forever and ever, right? And she says, I love my role and do not want to leave. Um, that is fabulous. Don't ever um, always be on the lookout. Always be ready to see what else is out there. You never know. You just never know. So approach it positively in terms of, whatever comes next for me. I'm going to be grateful and it is going to work out wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But at least when you have your resume updated and you're out there, kind of keeping an eye on things, then if something should come up and the company says, yeah, your services are no longer required, you can say, hey, no problem. I got 3 interviews set up for next week, but thanks for letting me know, right? That way you're in control of what happens, not somebody else.
Right. I have a feeling, here's what I got, because I did a flat yes, no, and why it's yes, no. And so your question is, will I be fired from my job or whatever that was? And the answer is no. However, there's a reason you asked it. The reason you picked it up, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen later. My readings go out a few months. I don't go all, years. The farther away you get from a prediction, the least likely it's going to come true because life interferes. And
Yes.
but exactly, the hanging man came through for you. It's exactly what Marina said. You need to spiffy up your resume, because I have a sense that someone with a better job will just come looking for you and they'll make that paperwork. So yeah, and so something you would want to go
Yes.
leave. But so I think there's a little kink there, a little different way of looking at it.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
So thank you, Sue. Emily is here. I'm considering returning to Hawaii to study marine biology. Oh, that's a beautiful place to study it.
Yeah.
Is this a good path for me to take? Any guidance is appreciated.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What I'm getting intuitively, Emily, is the path that you need to be on is going to open up to you. Just narrow down your choices. It's like you have cast a rather large net in terms of what it is that you want to do. And you have more than enough time to accomplish many things. So maybe start off by defining what it is that is going to be of interest to you right now. You're Queen of Swords. Sit down and have a heart-to-heart with yourself and say, okay, you may have a lot of desires and wants and things that you want to do. There is no timeline in terms of when you're going to achieve that. You can achieve a lot of the things that you want to do. Just set your priorities. What is that I want to do first? It's kind of like getting up in the morning and saying, okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have breakfast. Then I'm going to pick out what I'm going to wear today. And then I'm going to be on the road by such and such a time. It doesn't mean that you can't change your mind about what you're going to have for breakfast or what you're going to wear or, what road you're going to take. It just means that, you've set a schedule for yourself. You've put things in order in the way that you want them. Um, Oddly enough, followed by the King of Swords. Absolutely. Be truthful with yourself. Think about the things that are going to make you happy, and where it is that you want to take your journey, not somebody else's journey for you. Okay. Five of Wands. It very much there's a lot of opportunities, and I think you're just overwhelmed by the number of things that are available to you. So just narrow it down. Cast a wide net. Just don't pick up all the fish that are in there. Choose which ones you want to take.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Hawaii is favored right now. It doesn't mean it won't be in the future, but there's something that's coming in prior to that will shift your ideas. And I think it could be because of the institution of academia itself and the possibilities, I don't know, grants or things like that coming through.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that would, but just keep considering.
Yes.
And this is the time probably not to buy the ticket just yet, because life has something to bring in for you. Definitely.
Yeah.
Bless you and leave you with that. We've got Rose Blue. I plan to visit early April. With this fall happened to Dad. Will Mom agree to moving in? I will discuss this when I visit. I'm ready, tossing stuff out. Can you explain? You're nodding like you know what this is.
Yeah, recently her dad took a fall and is in hospital. He's at the VA, and she was planning on going down and talking to them about possibly moving in, and not only giving them a hand, but it would also help her out financially as well. Okay, so I think that where Mom might have been a little resistant in the past when you thought about bringing this up, I think that she's going to see the benefit of that. So yes, I would definitely approach her with it. Look, Hierophant, this is government, this is large institutions, hospitals, and so on. So I think that she's going to be a lot more receptive to that idea, rather than what she has kind of said in the past, which is, well, no, we're okay. We got things under control. I can handle everything. It's like, no, Mom. And she can see the benefit with the Nine of Pentacles of this working out for both your benefit. And I think that she's going to be very happy to be able to share some of the burden of looking after that. The Seven of Cups, she's realizing that she can't handle everything, and that she is she's open to seeing things as they really are, not the way that she imagined them to be. So yeah, good for you for taking the steps. You're taking positive steps towards making that happen.
Yeah, because I see that your folks are going in and out of that stability. That I've got the Four of Wands. This is where we live. This is our life. We don't want to move, that type of thing. But they also value security. So if you go to that point saying, look, it's not about losing control of anything. I'm not going to touch anything. It's all about safety.
Yes.
That's all it is. Safety. Yeah. And so if you don't want to move in together, then you're going to have to put a ton of money out for other people to come in, that type of thing. Approach it that way. And I do have the Chariot reverse, which is bothering me, because I think there's going to be a kerfuffle. So there's going to be, that I see that. And then she'll move into it and talk to you about it. And then she'll say, absolutely not. And then she'll come back. It's like herding cats kind of thing. Yes. So just keep with it and stay steady. And
Yes.
I think it's going to work out fine. That's a difficult time in anybody's
Mm-hmm.
family.
Yes.
So, but good on you. It's already packing.
Yep. You're taking steps.
I
Yeah.
love that. Suzanne says, I want to manifest something, but it's for my daughter, Augusta. I love that name. Can you do it for someone else? I want great apartment for her, her wife, and 2 dogs. Of course, you can send blessings out to
Mm-hmm.
anybody and put a little star over their wee heads. So
Yes.
holding the energy for that for them is great. But if you already know what I'm going to say about you have to do your own manifesting, because it's the momentum you have for the change that's going to
Mm-hmm.
move you into the bravery to go ahead and
Yes.
get out there. But oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, the cards kind of confirm it. I start with the Queen of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
You have what it takes um, to make this well this happen for them. You're putting out that good energy, and you're sending it the most benevolent outcome to them. I do think that they're going to find something, and it's going to come in very quickly. It's going to manifest very quickly, and I think it feels like it's it's a new apartment that they're going to hear from or hear about through a friend. So this is I end with the high priestess. The high priestess never lies to us. You just have to know what questions to ask in order
Mm-hmm.
for her to give the information. So I do think that yes, someone else is going to come in and they're going to say, "Oh, by the way, there's a new place that just opened up, and they've got great apartments or condos, and I just went down and took a look at it." So yeah, I do think that you can certainly manifest it for someone else, however it is going to show up in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right. And I
Yeah.
got the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So that could be parents helping. It could be, because I think finances. When you move into another place, there's that big first last. They may
Yes.
need help that way. So
Yes.
that's all. What a wonderful
Absolutely.
person! What a great mom!
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So artist Liz says, I found a new oral surgeon. Do you see if he will be the doctor who can finally figure out why my gums haven't healed for the almost
Yeah.
2 years now. Wow. Not sure if it's too late for, oh yeah, yeah. We got you.
Yeah. Yeah. You got in
Oh,
before cutoff. Yeah.
yeah.
Is
Right. What were you going to say?
no, no. I said, yeah, you got in before the cutoff.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. I was looking at this reading. I couldn't wait to get into it because Liz, I've got like two major cards coming up first. The whole answer is yes, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why you finally come to the end of the journey, it looks like, with this find. And I also got the Sun card right after it.
Oh,
And look at this, wands, the 6 of wands, saying that he's competent, or she is competent.
mhm.
And it looks quite nice.
Yes,
Good, good.
absolutely. And I think that I will add to those wonderful cards that Deborah got because I got the star card.
Yay.
So this, it's kind of a yes, 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 yes. Things work out. 10 of Pentacles. This is, success. I think that he is going to be able to, or she is going to be able to help. And then I get the 8 of Cups. You're finally going to be done with this. You're finally going to be able to put a period at the end of it and say, okay, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it. It's done.
love
Yeah.
that. bless you and leave you with that. Maria Amethyst Celatine. Well, I passed my practical exam April 4th. I studied to be a preschool teacher. My mentor is difficult. Oh, so I'm not, I see the Wheel of Fortune. And now I have yes, no's. And then inside that yes, no is the reason why it's yes, no. It looks like there's something needed to be, something is overlooked. With the Knight of Swords, there's some sort of information that is overlooked. I do have the Wheel of Fortune. But the rest of the cards are saying that I have strength under, which is grace under pressure reversed. I think your anxiety is going to cloud you that day. So forewarned is forearmed. That's why we get, little messages. And I think maybe if you take care of yourself physically, and I think that's going to change this prediction into a full-on yes. But as it is now, you can't be worried. Listen to me saying that. Can't be worried about it. Oh my God. I apologize. That's arrogant. But understand that's what life predicts at this moment. It can be changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And intuitively, I think that your mentor may be difficult, but I think that your mentor is supportive of you. I think that they see your potential, and sometimes they might come across as being negative when it's a little bit of their frustration and in trying to get you to see your potential. So I do get the Eight of Pentacles. Just work your craft, do your job. You're doing the things that you should be doing. Just have faith that you are doing them right. Don't be second guessing yourself at every opportunity and thinking of it in terms of, well, if I don't do this, then I'm not going to get this. If this is your heart's desire, if this is what you want to do, then follow your intuition and know that it is going to work. I get the Ace of Swords. The ideas that you bring to the table are very they're very relevant to the moment. So trust yourself a little more and know that things, you can affect your future. You can have the things that you want. All it's going to take is a shift in your perception of things, right? Once your perception changes, the things that you perceive are going to change. So yeah. You'll be okay. Just don't put pressure on yourself.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to say, you have a mentor, right? I don't think he or she gets out of bed thinking I'm going to fail everybody. I'm going to do. Yes. I mean, it wouldn't look good on them if people kept failing.
Exactly.
So. And and then Kim backs us up with the visualized success. Absolutely. That's the way it is. God bless you. Let us know.
Yes, by all means.
Witchy Gardens 919 had to make a difficult decision this week and was wondering if Spirit had a message for me. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay. The decision had to be made. This is something that you, oh my goodness. Okay. So Two of Swords. Yes, the decision had to be made. It wasn't something that that you could put off. And it was something you've kind of been putting this off and putting it off and putting it off until you couldn't put it off anymore. I also get the Two of Wands. in that, you had tried to get other people involved in the decision, and no, ultimately it fell to you. um, I think what the guides are saying is this is going to bring you a lot of peace once you get through the turmoil. uh,
Mhm.
you know did, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? What about this? What about that? I also get the chariot. It had to be done. Just you did the best that you could with the information you had at the moment. That's all that is required of you.
Mhm. Yeah, Spirit is saying your actions were warranted. I have the Three of Wands, meaning that either you are thinking, I'm sure you have cycles where you look at the
Yeah.
horizon and say, yes, this was in the bigger picture, this is what needed to be done. But then, of course, in the immediate grief, it
Yes.
it's not so good. But I got to tell you, I did get the death card, which was really good, and that's going to be to where your grief ends naturally.
Yes.
So that's the thing. The nice thing about making a decision, because the suffering is in the decision making, not
Yes.
in the decision as
Yes.
much, I feel.
Yes.
And then there's a grieving process because I have this card coming up for you. It
Ah,
tells me that you're on the right track and you're going to be healing naturally.
yes. Absolutely. She says, yeah, my cat was diagnosed with lymphoma and is very sick. Thursday, she goes over the Rainbow Bridge.
I
Yeah.
hate that. I hate that.
Yes.
But
It,
I wait. It's better a day early than a day late. I'm going to tell you that for sure because I ignored things. My dog was suffering beyond imagine, and I didn't know it.
yes.
And it wasn't until after my friend said, who took her to the vet, uh, actually told me how much suffering my dog was in.
Yes.
I hate myself so much for that. So better a day early than a day late.
Yes. And um, your cat is always going to be attached to you. They are always going to be part of your spiritual family and part of what you do and so on. They never leave us. They are just on the other side. That's all. And yeah, don't your your cat absolutely understands the agony that you're going through. We just have to remember that the decisions we make on their behalf should be for their ultimate good, not to ease our own suffering in the decision making, right?
Mm,
So you don't need to sit back and take pleasure in what you have to do. You
yeah,
just need to understand that this I am doing this because I love my pet so much that
yeah,
I do not want her to suffer a minute longer than she
yeah,
has to.
yeah. God, that's a tough one though. It's
Yes.
really a fur babies. Joan
Yes.
Baker says our fur babies. Yeah.
Yes.
But I can't, the one thing that's going to ease me into death is knowing that my babies are going to be there
Yes.
on the other side.
Absolutely.
Oh, that touches me.
I know. I
Ah,
It's not an easy decision.
mm-mm, mm-mm. But our love is with you, especially on Thursday. This is a big week for you, and you're going to be in our prayers for sure. Um,
Absolutely.
Grace be with you for sure. This has been wonderful time spending with yeah, it's been a while. I went to try and figure out what we did last time. I could hardly find it.
I know. I know. It's just
It's
life
my
gets
fault though.
in the way of the fun that we have. And I don't know how many times, yes, I thought, oh, I'm looking at my calendar. I must get in touch with Deborah. Okay. As soon as I'm done with this email, I'm going to do that. And then poof, I'm off somewhere
I
else.
understand. I've been MIA mostly because of my books, but that's the first step, the big dam is going to break,
Yes.
hopefully in the next couple weeks. But then I'll feel better about
Oh,
everything. But
woo.
thank you everyone for coming, and thank you for subscribing to me. If anybody's here that doesn't know Marina, I doubt there's anyone here that doesn't know Marina. Please subscribe to her. And I just adore each and every one. And thank you, everyone who's a member. That really helps since I'm burying myself into my passion. It
Yes,
really helps sustain me. I appreciate that. And
absolutely.
when are you going to be on next? Do we have?
Um, actually, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so in less than 2 hours, I will be back, and I'm going to be on Sherry Voices from the Swamp. I'm going to be on her channel along with Allie of Heart and Soul Connected.
Oh
And
wow!
Sherry is doing her regularly scheduled Draining the Swamp
Oh,
show. Yes, and she normally does it with Arthur and Mel. Well, Arthur is celebrating his birthday and Mel is recuperating. So Ellie and I are going to step in and we're going to try our very best to do justice to the voice.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
O'clock.
I think it's going to be fun.
Absolutely wonderful. And blessings to everyone. If you get mixed up in the news and you don't know where to turn, really just come to the
Yes,
community and we'll take good care of you. Absolutely.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Lots of love and positivity here because we are going to get through this.
yeah,
And
and we're going to
we're
look
going to
darn good
emerge
doing it.
bigger, better, and bolder on the other side.
Exactly. And we'll see